this week particularly, the kind of the thing that has come up a few times in sessions and with other people for me has been this thing of the need to eventually let go of all knowledge and all concepts in favor of your direct experience. It's not to say that there's anything wrong with books and satsangs and all this kind of things. But if they're left in the realm of gathering of information, then they're really not that much use. They have to be felt in the heart, and they have to be measured against your own direct experience. They're used as a pointer to point back. It's about observation. This word grok, I think I explained it to a couple of people this week. It's like literally one of my favorite words. Because the word grok is not to understand intellectually, but to grok is to know experientially, to intuit that felt direct experience of the knowledge of life, not the knowledge of concepts and of the mind. The knowledge has to give way to that grokking of life. If it's left in knowledge, in concepts, then it's just something you gather up. Oh, look, I have this bit, this thing. And often we use that as currency. But if it's not connected to direct experience, then it's empty. It doesn't hold any power in our own life. It doesn't show us anything. And this is what discovering your nature is. It's a revealing and a showing of how life is, not how you think life is. But you kind of have to be willing to give up your loyalty to gathering knowledge and concepts. They're useful as long as they're seen as the raft that takes you across the river. But they have to be let go of. They have to be dropped in favor of your own experience. All teachers, all teachings, all techniques, everything is pointing back to your own experience. So it should be anyway, one would hope. And so if you find yourself picking up a book and reading, you read a sentence and you let it drop back into your own experience. And either you throw it out if it's really, no, this is not my experience, or you really see it as your experience, or it leads you to go, well, let's have a look at my own experience. It's a gateway. It's like a point of life opening up to show you something in yourself. Life is a very viscerally, experientially lived experience. The body is felt in life. We are more than just our minds. Our minds appear in that experience. Even our bodies appear in that experience. So it has to come off the pages and off the teachings and into our heart, into our recognition. And that's not the same for any two people. There are no exact paths for that recognition to blossom. There can be roadmaps. There can be someone who's maybe gone this way or that, but your exact path along this journey will be completely unique. And that's because it all has to be filtered through and in your experience. The knowledge and concepts that you have to let go of won't be the same as another's. So use them as a mirror, I say. Use teachings and teachers and techniques and whatever as that mirror that allows you to see what is matching to your own direct experience and what is just still held in concepts. What is knowledge, what is intellect, what is known in that form. Because we all hold very subtle sometimes assumptions about how life is. What awakening is, that's a massive one. Everyone has those assumptions about what awakening is. To directly experience life without the filter of how you think you should be experiencing life. Allows room for all of it. This is freedom. So while these concepts can be useful stepping stones, they're not wrong. I'm not saying they're wrong here. I'm saying that they have to be let go of eventually. They can be used as stepping stones or a boat to get across the river. But they have to be let go of at some point. They have to be held lightly and seen for what they are. An overlay, a commentary. But that commentary doesn't ever live up to the direct reality of life. It's only ever an estimation, a limited pointing. It's not full color, full immersion of life. Sometimes it's very hard to see where we're still holding those though. Where we're referring to that commentary and that knowledge versus just directly, innocently observing and experiencing life. We're not even aware of it sometimes. This is where it gets a little tricky. This is where teachings can provide that mirror. Or teachers, whatever. So yeah, at some point that's what has to happen. To sit in the direct experience. To empty the cup of knowledge. We have to learn to trust our own experience. It's not what our thoughts say our experience is, but our actual experience. It's setting aside those judgments, that commentary, that analytical right or wrongness. Let yourself be in the unknowing experience of life.